Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be recommending Valentine's Day books in honor of the month of February. As you all surely know, Valentine's Day is on February 14th, and I think this is a really good time to be reading those cheesy romance books that you would never be reading otherwise. So I'm going to offer some that are fun to read anytime, but especially fun to read on Valentine's Day. The first one is The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jen E. Smith. All you really need to know about this book is that it's about a girl who is flying to her father's wedding in England, and at the airport she misses her flight and ends up meeting this gorgeous British boy named Oliver. And in this 21st century, we American girls seem to have quite the thing for British boys, so I'm sure you can all guess how this book turns out. The redeeming factor about romance novels isn't that they're unpredictable and have tons of plot twists, it's just that it's kind of a heartwarming story about love and young life and good things all around. And also the cover of this book is really, really beautiful. Look. It's kind of black and white and red, and it just looks like a Valentine's Day book. The next book is Let It Snow by John Green, Lauren Miracle, and Maureen Johnson. This book is particularly good to read at wintertime. It's called Let It Snow, so obviously it's set in a snowy environment. It's kind of fun to read. It's just a bunch of fluffy miniature stories about love and meeting new people. It's really cute, actually. I was surprised at how cute it was. The three authors that collaborated on this book are all amazing writers, and they have really distinct ways of writing, so you get to see each character's perspective from a different author, which makes it really believable, more so than if it was just one author writing a bunch of different characters. Since the authors all have different styles, you can see each character come out individually. And the great thing about these short stories is that they're all intertwined. They have something to do with each other and they're not completely random, so it's really cool how they all tie into each other in kind of subtle ways. You all knew this was coming. This book, if you have not heard of it, is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins, and I talk about this book quite a lot because I love it so much. I've mentioned before that this book isn't particularly emotionally taxing, and it doesn't make you think too hard about the messages of the universe, but it is really cute and it's a really good love story. And more so than the other one even, this is pink and it just kind of looks like it was made for Valentine's Day. Also, this book is part of a series, so you get 2 more books of beautiful fluffy romance. I'm not typically a romance novel type person. I tend to enjoy action and fantasy more, but Anna and the French Kiss is a really great contemporary read that is entertaining, if nothing else. This book is If I Stay by Gail Forman, and if any of you are dating or if any of you have a significant other that you plan on spending Valentine's Day with, I not only recommend reading this book, but I also recommend seeing the movie because it's very cute and musical and romantic. This is the type of book that you curl up with a warm mug of hot chocolate with marshmallows in it and you sit in front of the fireplace and you read it and you say all the cute things that happened between Mia and her boyfriend. It's also about more than relationship love. It's about family love and best friend love, and I think those are some of the best kinds of love, and Valentine's Day is about celebrating that. So, Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell is set in the late 1800s, 1980s. There's a difference. Sorry. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell is a book that's set in the late 1980s, and it involves 2 very different quirky individuals by the names of Eleanor and Park. Eleanor and Park isn't really your typical teenage romance novel. It's about more than boxes of chocolates and teddy bears. I think in contrast to a lot of romantic novels, this one really does affect a person, and it really does make them think about their privileges and about their image and identity as a person. And I just think this is a really great, insightful book that people should read, whether or not it's Valentine's Day or whether or not it's February. This last book, Love Letters to the Dead by Ava DeLera, I have not read yet. I picked it up because on Instagram a lot of people rave about how interesting it is and how great the story is. So I figured I would see what it was all about, and I realized today after coming back from the bookstore that this would fit perfectly into a love story recommendation video. I think. I haven't read it yet, so I can't know for sure. I'm assuming from the title and from the blurbs on the back that this is a love story, at least in part, but I think in that it's more wrenching and emotional. It's kind of like Eleanor and Park, and it's not just one of those books that you sit down, read, close, and walk off to do something else. You have to think about it for a little while. I think this is going to be really interesting, and the cover is so beautiful. This is what the sky looks like when you wake up early enough to see the crack of dawn. This book is apparently very heartbreaking, so it might not be the best for Valentine's Day, but I recommend it hesitantly to anyone who looks like they want to read it. And those are all the recommendations I have for today. I hope everyone has a fantastic Valentine's Day, and don't worry about it if you don't have a significant other to spend it with, because you can always spend it with your favorite fictional characters. Talking to you, St. Clair. One way or another, whether you're dating or not, I hope you enjoy Valentine's Day, and I hope you spend it with a lot of chocolate. So from me and my fictional boyfriend, see you next time.